Howdy, my name is Cloudy. Welcome back to the channel. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't checked out my live video, make sure you do that. Noti bells, don't miss a video. Boy, Cloudy, you know what I'm saying? Holiday season is here. Y'all ready? Rain is almost here. Y'all ready? You know what I'm saying? Today, we got a video from the Cosmic Wonder. Apparently, Captain America, Brave New World, is changing their script or changing scenes, which is the same. They're changing things.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have
What's
some news
happening?
about Captain
To be
America
honest,
Brave New World. And depending
before we even, you know what I'm saying, I don't think they should change anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what they mean by bad testing. I believe this is like they either showed the movie to a select group of people, so they I think they probably do this a lot with a lot of their movies to see how people will react to it and hear a few things from people like you should change this or that. You know what I'm saying? So they can go ahead and do a few changes before the release date, so they can still release it on at the same. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think they should change anything. I feel like the stuff we did see was good. It looked like this movie is very action packed. What do you need to change about that, bro? I don't want to see bro talk the whole time. I need him to put hands and feet on somebody. You know what
on
I'm
how you
saying?
view this news, it could be either really bad or it could
I don't
be
know.
good.
I don't
I'm
know
not
how I
sure if
see
it could
this.
be really good
I'm a
or
little
even
scared
great
about it though.
news, but I do applaud Marvel Studios for their recent strategy and mentality when it comes to their recent movies in Phase 5, which we'll go over and talk about that
Yeah, I ain't gonna.
strategy in
I
this
like how
video. And the piece of
they
news
really
that we are
working,
talking
bro.
about
They
today
really
is
working. That's what you can't
reportedly
give to
Marvel
them. They
Studios is
working, bro.
changing Captain America
They are
Brave New
working.
World even more now. And according to industry insider Daniel RPK, the reason that they are changing this even more is because they did yet another test screening for Captain America Brave New World, which is common at this point in time, only a few months till it releases. But apparently, and unfortunately, the test screening reactions were pretty negative, meaning that people didn't really like what they saw. Now, if you're not familiar with
So
how
it is
Disney
like,
does test screenings, they basically send an invitation out to random
yep.
members
See, I knew
that
it.
work for
I knew it.
Disney. And they don't tell them what movie that they're going to see. They just tell them, hey, this is a movie, it's a test screening, do you want to see it or not? They say yes or no, they show up, and hopefully it's a movie that
Bro, fuck what? I need to go to Disney, bro. Bro, we need to work at Disney, bro. We get the scoop. We get to see movies early, bro. I need the scoop, bro. Somebody hook
they're
me up.
interested in. But this way it keeps it pretty random and hopefully gives Disney some unbiased opinions. Although recently we have
Okay,
heard that the
that's
studios are
smart.
kind of looking
That's
more
really smart, to
towards
be honest.
fans to kind of give them some reactions. So perhaps they've handpicked
That's
some fans
very
out there.
smart.
And I would like to think that if a movie is kind of bad, the fans will
Disney. Pick me, bro. The ideas I got will make y'all movies top tier, bro. I don't care what nobody say, bro.
say, hey, we don't particularly like this. This is a way that we would rather have it done. And it's up to the studio on whether
Them
or
doing
not
these
they
test
listen. But
screenings
in
are
this
really
case,
good,
it
though.
looks like
Really
Marvel
good.
Studios is listening to the negative reports in their recent test screening, and they are changing yet even more. And we have seen recently
What are they
that Anthony
changing, though? What are they
Mackie
planning on
is
changing?
reshooting some scenes. He is filming again. He's filming in LA. So this is all seemingly checking out
So they
and lining
reshooting
up.
something.
But here's the thing, like I always try to do
Damn,
on the
so what
channel,
scenes are
let's
gonna
try to look at this
change?
optimistically
Is the
instead of
plot
just
to it
writing
gonna
the movie
change?
off. Yes, this movie has gone through a lot of reshoots, and as far as we're concerned, we've heard that they've at one point in time just kind of completely rewrote the movie, which Marvel Studios has done on a few projects recently. In fact, they did this for Daredevil Born Again Season 1. At one point in time, they just shut it all down and completely rewrote the script. And of course, as most probably know, they have done this many times for Blade. In fact, the last that we heard about Blade is
Blade, bro. That's the one thing Blade, bro. Wesley Snipes is that nigga, bro. They need to bring that back. They need to bring Blade back, bro. You know what I'm saying? When they bring Blade out, I feel like they should bring Blade and Gambit movies out, not at the same time, but around the same time, at least in the same year. They should bring Blade and Gambit movies out around the same year. If they're not gonna make them movies, then make them TV shows like The Penguin. I'm gonna keep bringing that up, bro, because that show is amazing. Y'all gotta go see it, bro. Bro, Marvel, y'all need to give us Blade back, bro. How y'all gonna start this all off with Blade and then just completely leave him out of everything else, bro. Like, I don't like that, bro. Unless they plan on making him show up, because I heard Deadpool and Wolverine 2 is supposed to be happening. Unless they decide to put Blade in that and give him a bigger role, you know what I'm saying? Blade and Gambit. Like, imagine it's Deadpool, Wolverine, Gambit, Blade, the X-22 girl, the Wolverine girl. Imagine it's like all of them together and they go, the whole movie is about them trying to stop a villain. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would be cool. Then it would be like this now it's the introduction to Blade. Not an introduction, but here's the rest of the story of Blade and the introduction to Gambit. You know what I'm saying? That would be a pretty nice way to go about
that
it.
it's still happening, but yet again, they're completely rewriting the script. But here's the deal.
I heard they
think
put
that
Wesley
this is a
Snipes back
good
as Blade,
thing.
though.
Instead of simply
And
just
Marshall
going,
Allah.
okay,
I
well,
think that's how
the
you say his name.
reviews, the test screening reactions are negative. It is what it is. We're just going to have a
Man, y'all
bad
should let me
movie.
see this
They're
movie.
doing everything that they possibly can to make it a better movie, to make it to make it a great movie. Because honestly, the trailer looks pretty dang good. All trailers and footage that we've seen for Captain America
They look
Brave New World,
amazing.
they all look freaking amazing. But unfortunately, we've all experienced a movie where the trailer was actually better than the movie itself. And perhaps this is just one of those situations, because trailer editing can really, really get you pumped for a movie, but show you all of the best parts.
Damn, so was the movie
what could
really
they be
that
changing
bad,
about
bro,
Captain
compared to the
America Brave
trailer?
New World? Well, the first round of test screenings that they did also had some pretty negative reactions, and reportedly, the audience said that the overall political message of the movie was boring and uninspiring. They also said that the action wasn't as satisfactory as in previous Captain America movies, and Anthony Mackie's chemistry with his romantic co-lead apparently fell flat. Those test screening reactions made Marvel...
Okay, this is good news. Now that I'm hearing what people are saying, if this is all true and Marvel is changing it, this means we might get a Captain America that's gonna be more of he might be more vicious. I feel like his story should be more of like, we lost Cap. You know what I'm saying? We lost all, we lost the real Avengers, we lost the heroes. I can't fail. Depending on when this story takes place, gives this a good or bad story. If this story takes place in the wrong spot, it's gonna be a bad story, most likely all around. I feel like it should take place after the finger snap.
Studios do reshoots over the summer, which reportedly added about $100 million to the movie's budget. So again, kudos to Marvel for putting in the money.
Bro,
to
what I love about Marvel though, bro,
they faith in the movie,
people
or enough
behind
faith
it, man,
at
they
least
want
to
this
believe
to
that
be
they're
good.
going to recoup that money.
Man.
So it seems like with the last test screenings,
really
they decided
appreciate
to
people who
change
work at
the
Marvel,
political
man.
messaging of the film. And if you're worried about the political messaging, that just simply means that we have a movie where Captain America is all of a sudden asked to work for the president of the United States. The president of the United States, who was the person in charge of the Sokovia Accords, the person that was basically responsible of tearing the Avengers apart. And that's actually a line from the movie. They haven't released this in any public trailers yet, but in the D23 trailer that they showed, they show us Sam meeting with President Thunderbolt Ross, who again was the person in charge of the Sokovia Accords, the person who wanted to hunt down and lock up half of the Avengers, the person who actually did lock up half of the Avengers, but of course they were broken out by Steve Rogers. Well, that person is now president in Captain America Brave New World, and when he meets with Sam, he tells Sam two things. One we've seen in the trailers that have been publicly released. He tells Sam that he wants Captain America to be an official government position again, but he also tells him that he wants the Avengers to basically be the same thing. He tells Sam that he wants him to assemble an Avengers team. When he tells this to Sam, Sam is, and rightfully so, very confused and conflicted. And he literally says, "Sir, the Sokovia Accords tore the Avengers apart," talking about Captain America Civil War and after. And he essentially says, why? What has changed? Why do you all of a sudden want an Avengers team rather than trying to put them in jail? And he basically says, hey, I'm the president now, so everybody is kind of my concern, and I need an Avengers team. It's my responsibility to look after essentially the entire world, he says. And
see, and then this part right here is where they could be like, we saw what happened, what Thanos did to us. You know what I'm saying? He did all that. You know, that's why I feel like this story should be taking place literally right after Thanos does the snap, and it should be that little pocket, because then it could be like, okay, if they want to say, they could be like, uh, another country came to start warning us because they see how bad it is over here in the U.S. You know, like stuff like that. They can really use that. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like they really be missing out on some of those little pocket areas. And if this story do take place in that time, I'm sorry. This is the new Captain America, bro. They should start this new Captain America on a vengeance tale, because, like he said, he's already conflicted about what happened with the first Avengers squad. You know what I'm saying?
Changing any of that. In fact, I think they're actually going to probably dive more into that, involve the Avengers probably a little bit more than they were involved before. But when you hear
like
political messaging, I don't want you to think like the recent election. I want you to
Avengers.
think politics inside of the MCU. Although I'm sure we'll see some mirroring a little
I
bit
feel like it'll
inside
be
of the film.
smarter.
So I think they might actually go on to add a little bit more Avengers components to this film. And it would make sense considering that we are going to go into Avengers Doomsday relatively soon. In fact, the next few movies that are going to come out are going right into Doomsday. So Captain America Brave New World, the story continues in Avengers Doomsday. Same thing for the Thunderbolts, and the same thing goes for the Fantastic Four. So Sam Wilson, Captain America,
bro,
assembling an Avengers team in Brave New World
Let me
seems
know,
to be
bro.
the
You
case.
probably
That
saying
seems
I
to be
missed
what they're
it.
going to do. However, we have heard from insiders that we really don't see much of them. And let's be honest, if they really want to improve this movie, show some cameos. No, it's not doing much to the plot or the story, but it will give people a pretty good feeling and will make them excited. And it'll make people want to go back to the theaters to see the cameos again. As far as the story is concerned, I hope they do clean it up a bit. If they really just kind of focused on just a solid story and some really great action sequences between Captain America and Red Hulk, then threw some cameos in there, I think people would have a really great movie to watch. And again, everything that we've seen in the trailer actually looks really good. So I hope these new recent changes are just simply to clean it up a little bit, make the story.
See, like one of my things, I want to make a movie, but I just don't want to write it all out. Like I'd rather just tell somebody and they write it for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I got good ideas, bro. Or be the person who comes in and cleans up. Like if a script is kind of bad and they need help on making it good, you know what I'm saying? Throw it my way. Give me like 3 days, bro. You know what I'm saying? Smoke my blunt, get it going. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I really feel like I can make a lot of these movies top tier, bro. Like, I don't know, man. I love movies, and I watch a lot of them. That's why I be feeling so confident in my ideas and theories. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a lot of y'all out there that's probably like that too.
A little bit better, maybe add a cameo or two, and hopefully we get a great movie out of it. I'm still really excited to see this movie. Sometimes you can't really be, too sure about test screenings because you just have no idea who's watching the movie. Unfortunately,
they gotta be more savage,
possibly more that we might not have heard about, do seem to point to the same direction. But hopefully they clean it all up and we do get a great movie. But go ahead, let me know your thoughts about this in the comments down below. Are you still excited about Captain America Brave New World? Are you not excited, and were you never actually excited for the movie? However you feel.
What y'all think, man? I'm actually excited for this movie. You know what I'm saying? Even though he just said both of the test screenings were both bad, I'm still excited for it because like I said, there's still there's still a good path they can go with his story, especially like I said, if this story takes place at the right time. You know what I'm saying? Which I think should be right after the snap. Like I said. And they could really make a great story out of this, especially because he's the next Captain America. He has to live up to the first one. So that even gives him more of a reason to be a little bit more savage and, make sure he really gets things done completely. Not saying the first one didn't, but I'm just saying like he has more of a reason to be more brutal and more savage due to what happened the first time to the world. You know what I'm saying? He has to be. But it will create a good story. It will be like he could be like one of the reasons why things start to come back together because of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, might as well let him take that lead. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure, I forgot bro real name. I'm pretty sure he's ready to take that role. You know what I'm saying? I really am. And I really think he can really play it. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not saying he got to be rude and nothing like that, but he should, y'all know what I'm saying, man.